lovely people, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing great. So today's pick a card is going to be about the year of the horse. So every year we have a new animal zodiac sign, and this year we're going to have the year of the horse. This year, the year of the horse, it will be actually a fire horse, and it's going to start on the beginning of the new moon in February. What is quite interesting this year, it's starting in the 17th of February, because when we change the year of an animal, it always does when it's the new moon in February. But the thing is that this year it is a new moon in Aquarius, which stands for, something innovative, something new. But again, there's going to be a solar eclipse. So the new moon on the 17th of February is a solar eclipse. Then we're starting, the eclipses season. And because of Aquarius has to do with, new beginnings, innovation, it could be, starting something new. It could also be like technical shifts, etc. So it starts like this eclipse series season with Aquarius Leo. We're going to have like 4 eclipses this year, but we start first with the solar eclipse on the 17th of February, and that's why it starts the year of the horse also. But the year of the horse this year, it is a fire horse year, and it also has to do with, with passion, power, taking bold action, inspired action. It has also to do with transformation, freedom, and rapid change, because the horses move fast. So it's also about, it could be, independence, because the horses seek freedom. So it will be a year up with a lot of energy and action, transformation, different shifts. It could be different shifts in both, also governments, politics, kind of things. So individually for us, it's also about knowing when to take inspired action and so on. And the last time we had a fire horse year, it was in 1966, so maybe that was a significant year for you. Otherwise, it was 12 years ago. So like the year of 2014 was the last year of the horse, but the fire horse was in 66. So with that being said, let's get started. So we have the horse unicorn here. So first we have the pile number 1, this is the chariot, so pile number 1. Pile number 2, this is the Knight of Cups. And pile number 3, this is the Knight of Voices, the same as the Knight of Swords. So pile 1, chariot. Pile 2, the Knight of Cups. And pile 3, the Knight of Swords. So with that being said, let's get started. Hello and welcome, pile 1. So with the year of the horse, we're starting with the card that you selected. This is the chariot from the Light Seer Starlet deck. So not only that the year of the horse is on the fire of a horse, because it's like double up, like horse, and fire is double up with fast movement and action. I'm getting something about the better times ahead, because we can see that there's a lot of the sun, and it's with purple. It could be everything, from depending of where this place is. It could be, a beautiful sunset or something similar. But I'm getting here that there is some kind of balance, because the chariot of course has to do with balance. This is also a Cancer zodiac sign. Maybe you have that strong in your birth chart. But as we can see, this person is having control. So I'm getting something that you're going to kind of have control over your life again. It will be possible for you, and I'm not meaning that, in a kind of controlling, manipulative way over others, but you're going to have control of your life, meaning that it will be easier also for you to take decisions, and it will also easier for you to manifest, and in which direction you're going to take the next step. Because both these are their horse, of course, but this is also the sign about yin and yang and balance. And it's also about, we cannot have the sun if we don't have the night, like light and dark in the same. I'm getting also something that you are kind of getting grateful for the lessons that you had, and also experiences that you had, both positive and negative. But as we can see, there are some sparkles going on, something positive, kind of a little bit sprinkle of stars or some kind of light confetti. So this is fast movement, but also balance coming in, and also that you are taking control over your life again, kind of you're steering your life, which is quite positive. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, but this reading is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take 3 cards. First, it is going to be for career, money, finance, studies. And the card number 2 is going to be about love. And the card number 3, extra message, whatever needs to be known here for the year of the horse, starting the 17th of February. And it lasts to 2027. So let's see. So for beautiful pile number 1, thank you for being here. Hope you're doing great, and also people that you care about. So what is the first message we need to know about career, finance, studies, job, etc.? Really nice. So this is justice. So the second card, about love. What can we know for pile 1? The 4 of Cups. And an extra message, pile 1. Whoops. 8 of Cups. So I'm getting also a message that you could be just starting something new, that you're getting really inspired about the year of the horse. Kind of taking action, starting something new. First we have this Major Arcana, that's 11, the Justice card, has also to do with balance again. So there's like a lot of balance coming in for you. And it's also a card that, Libra has also to do with, it could be the things that weren't fair before and being fair. But like it's the balance with the scale. It could also be that you, because this has to do with money, some type of new contract or something that is being fair. I'm getting kind of, if you were in a job and you were not appreciated as you should or respected, or maybe you got too little salary according to your skills and knowledge, there is something that is going to be upgraded. So it could be a new contract, but also could be some kind of upgrade where you are right now. With the 4 of Cups and love, there is something about a new love offer coming in. I'm getting something about Pisces or Cancer season. Pisces season is because there's water signs, the cups. Pisces season is from February to March, so just after the new moon in February. And then we have Cancer zodiac season. This is also Cancer zodiac sign, so this is from June to July. So, but this is another thing, this is also like scales, but it's kind of a type of bowl. So maybe there is a connection in your life between job, money, or love. And then we have another cups again, the 8 of Cups. And this is clearly telling me that you are leaving the past behind. You're walking into this new horizon, the sun shining here, like we have the sun here. So this is something beautiful in the horizon, a new life that you are taking more control of, the next step on the way. I mentioned also that you have been grateful for some lessons and working through things. And this is also you're going from this slow moving, stagnant thing, also like sitting there, and now things are becoming more fair. There's a new horizon. There's a new surprise in love coming in. Your life is going to be more colorful. As you can see, these colors are the same as this one, with the orange, red, and purple. So there's something that also you are getting the confident. You'll be more confident, having confidence, to take the next step and knowing what you do, kind of trusting your your inner knowing. So there's also something about, because of the colors that, you know, repeated colors, like the root chakra is, you know, like the red, the base of the spine, you know, that has to do with that you're being more confident and full of energy, and that's just quite good because of the, you know, the fire horse there. And there's also orange that has to do with the sacral chakra, that has to do with creativity and emotion, also being more truthful to your emotions. When you're feeling glad, when you're feeling sad, you know, that you're kind of feeling the emotions instead of just kind of pushing them away. And then we have the purple, which has to do with the crown chakra, the top of the head, and this is also about, you know, knowledge and so on. So it's kind of getting, you're kind of, there's something about the lower and the upper chakra, kind of being in alignment, which is quite positive, you know, because your energy shifts then. But I'm going to take another card of the same, so we can have more clarification. So the first card was about career, finance, studies, job. Let's see what more can we know about this Justice card. The Four of Pentacles that came in reverse here. I'm getting that, like I mentioned, it's just a confirmation. If things were tight before, or you weren't valued, respected, maybe you earned little in comparison about the life you wanted to live, and also about your skills, you know, your qualities, etc. This is something that is changing to be fair, to be justified now. So kind of you felt like it was lacking money or something was lacking. This is something that is gaining momentum and being now justified to better terms. So we know some more about love. Part 1. This is the Nine of Wands. Yeah. So the Nine of Wands, I'm getting a little bit of this past energy. This also, the Wands is also kind of this fiery horse energy, but I'm getting things maybe have been difficult in love in the past. So you have kind of a little bit wall up, or you have kind of been a warrior, kind of. But I'm getting now, kind of when we start to February and so on, that you are opening your heart chakra again, and then when is surprising love offer is coming in. So what can we know about more this actual message with the Eight of Cups and things that have been leaving behind? We have the Judgment, which is quite beautiful. This is also a Scorpio card, so there's a lot of emotions also going on here, because with the Cancer, that is a water sign, and both we have the Four and the Eight of Cups. It's also Scorpio, and as you can see, you are elevating. This could be, you know, in different types. Of course, this could be in job, career, money. You have more money, more balance, more action, and also that things are taking more momentum from being stagnant. And also possibility for love also entering. So things are improving. I'm getting kind of almost every part of your life is increasing to the better, elevating, changing timelines, because as we can see, this is the higher self, and this person is kind of imagining this. So this is something that I'm getting, like I mentioned, Pisces, Aries may be significant here. So kind of from February, April, things are starting to change, have a strong movement, and so on. I'm also getting something about the hard work that you've been invested. It could be work, it could be in different areas of your life. It's something multiplied, because we go from the Four to the Eight of Cups, kind of doubling up. I'm getting something that you're going to get the efforts that you put down, or the seeds that you planted. It's going to be multiplied when you will see your blessings and manifestations coming in. And the back of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. This is also telling that there's better times ahead. There is movement, as we can see here. You actually have some helpers, because this is the crows kind of pulling the boat, helping. And here we can see also there is some love, there's some passion coming in. So better times ahead, calmer waters, and also that you're elevating. And it could be also some unexpected help. I'm kind of getting the message you're going to see the sun soon, like the light. So I'm going to finish your reading with 2 oracle cards. So let's start with Animal Spirit first. What more can we know for beautiful pile 1 and the Year of the Horse? So this is nice. We have very nice. We have the Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So again, this is number 1. So this is a new beginning for you. This is also about, like I mentioned, if this is work, it could be maybe that you're changing work, kind of a new contract. But this is also that you're going to meet new people. There's fast movement because the ants, they move really fast. And what is also interesting is then they know in which direction they're going to take. So I said that at the beginning, you will know the direction. You're moving into lighter, not only like calmer waters, better days ahead, but you will know which step is the next step to take. Also with clarity. And here the puzzles are coming together because there is collaboration. Maybe you're also going to have a new colleagues at work. So you know, when the puzzles came together, then it's going to have a completion of a cycle also. There's something that you will be happy and fulfilled for. So again, number 1, I'm also getting Aries season may be significant, so Pisces and Aries season. And it says time to collaborate. And I'm getting also that the energy, maybe you've been in some type of energy that you're having a lot of burdens. This is also something that is changing. As we can see, the ant has kind of a lot of things weighing because that's the way they work. They can carry much more that the weight that they have. And so it's also about better times. Again, I'm getting opening about the heart chakra, opening also to new people, to new experiences. So this is quite nice. It's gonna be a nice Year of the Horse for you. So I'm going to take the last oracle card for today. Let's see. Can we know? And the card that came out. So this is Node Heath, and this is actually a badger. So like a honey badger, which is quite interesting with this card. Is this that is actually an eclipse here, and the first eclipse that I mentioned is actually the eclipse that is we're having when the Year of the Horse is starting. That is on the 17th of February in the sign of Aquarius. But we have another eclipse, like the lunar eclipse, because this is a solar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse, the next one that we are having, is going to be the 3rd of March, like 3-3. And we already started Pisces season, like I mentioned, maybe significant for you. So again, something about the eclipse that starts on the 17th of February, solar eclipse, or the lunar eclipse that is about the 3rd of March. So with the honey badger, this has to do also with effort. I'm also getting that there were some delays because kind of this is the opposite energy. Here's things going slow, maybe delays. Things are approaching, you know, the ants are working, not standing still. So it's also about, I'm feeling that you've been resilient also with the 9 of Wands for different seasons. But the badge is also extremely strong. And it's also about kind of you are getting fruits of your labor because you worked hard. Kind of, it's also about magic, but it's also about, you know, having faith and taking kind of inspired action, like the seer is about. You will know when to take inspired action, like I mentioned. You will know when to take the next step. So this is what I had for you. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated. have a happy year of the horse. Thank you for liking, subscribing and watching, and see you next time. Peace, love. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you selected the Knight of Cups, this is your reading for the year of the horse. So we have here actually unicorn. This is the horse with the unicorn, like this one. And what is interesting here, there is lilies. There's something about emotions. It could be love, but it could also be mainly emotions, because we can see that the horse is kind of part in the water. And there's something about maybe you want to be a designer, or you're changing your hairstyle or so on, because we can see here there are also some type of flowers, and the horse is quite happy. And we have the rider that has the cup. So there's something new that is coming that has to do with emotions. And as I mentioned, the unicorn has activated its horn. So there's something happening. And we have the full moon. And so let's see, the next full moon after this is being filmed is about the 1st of February, and it will be in the Leo zodiac sign. And afterwards it will be an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, the 3rd of March. So let's see what the cards wants to tell us today. Thank you for being here, pile 2. Hope you're doing great, and also the people you care about. So we're going to take one card for money, career, finances, studies, and number 2 for love, and 3 extra messages. So let's see, what do we need to know, pile 2? The 4 of Wands. Card number 2, the Empress. Well, straight to the point. And the extra message, the World. I can definitely say that this pile has to do about love. Of course, first we have the Knight of Cups, but it could be, other things like emotions, something that is being offered to you. But as we can see, there's a lot of love here. So the first card that has to do with finance, job, money, career, studies, it is the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is also a card about celebration, but it's also maybe something that you are entering, you're changing kind of job, or you're changing your endeavors, you're changing the place of where you live. Maybe you're starting to work remote, from home, and because of the relocation, that's something that is possible for you to do that. What is interesting also is this is not a typical 4 of Wands, because we can see here is another horse, and we're speaking about the year of the horse. And here is some type also of bubbles, soap bubbles that we use, when we were kids, or also it's used about celebration. Sometimes it's also been used in weddings instead of confetti or rice, to not harm, it could be pigeons, animals, birds, and the climate around. So I'm getting kind of 2 messages, even we are talking about money. So for some of you, you are going to work with somebody. There's going to be a lot of equal give and take. There's going to be celebration. There's going to be kind of a new passion, happiness that you are starting with the year of the horse. And we have a horse here. So this is also, maybe you are born also on the year of the horse. It's a double confirmation that you're kind of on top, and I'm getting that you are attracting these opportunities. So it could be also that you have to move because of work to have a better offer, but it's something that will give you so much happiness, because the 4 of Wands has to do with happiness, celebration. It is also moving, kind of relocating, but it could also be relocating, about job. So kind of also you are working, collaborating with somebody else. This has also to do with love, because the 4 of Wands is also could be a card about, coming together, actually be wedding. I'm getting for some of you, there is a wedding actually in the year of the horse. That starts on 17th of February and lasts until 2027. For the card of love, you have the Major Arcana, the Empress, and this is just the energy. So it's not about, you know, women, female, the energy. But what is quite interesting here is that you're attracting love, you're attracting things. As here we can see also Venus sign. And as I'm getting kind of some type of coronation, because again we can see there is, it could be a diamond, you know, a gemstone that is shining kind of the same way that the horn of the unicorn. So I'm getting that you are attracting love, you have the possibility to get married this year, and for those of you that want that, you have the possibility to get pregnant with the person that is going to be your spouse or your partner, you know, because this can be treated about energies. And also there's a lot of transformation going on, and we have the pomegranates, that's also to do with creativity and fertility. And again, the Four of Wands has also to do with creativity. And I mentioned that maybe you're starting something for yourself, you're starting remote, a creativity project, something that is going to give you a lot of happiness, but also a lot of money and a lot of abundance. You have the possibility to attract another community. And with the Empress energy, that's also about attracting. And it's also Taurus and Libra. So maybe something about Taurus season, that's April to May, may be significant. So we had the extra message, that's another Major Arcana, and we have the World. Again, transformation. This person sitting in lotus position. There's also again about money coming in for you. Could be because of this new job, this new endeavor, this new thing that you're starting for yourself. As we can see, this person is totally chill, calmed in lotus position, is on top of the world. I'm getting the song, you know, being on top of the world. And there's also something about the change, because when there is the world, there is also a new cycle. And of course, if you're meeting your future spouse and things, you know, starts to develop after starting with a love offer, then there is a new cycle for you. Also, if you or your partner are getting pregnant or married, there is a new cycle, there's a new type of life. But kind of, you are on top, like I mentioned, you're on top of the horse. So there's you that are in charge. There's you that are deciding, you know, which offer to take and how you want it. Kind of, I'm also getting that you are better in communication and knowing more your worth, you know, the Empress attracts things. For some of you, it could be that you meet your future spouse when you are traveling. For others of you, it could be something about work related. Also that you have to move overseas for this new job, or that you are also having contact with a lot of people if you're starting for yourself for another places in the world, around the world. I'm going to take 3 more cards to have some more information or clarification. Let's see. The King of Swords. Interesting. Let's see. Keep shuffling is what I'm getting. Okay. The next thing. The next card. Oops. The Strength. Now the Two of Cups. And for the extra message we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And the back of the deck is the Hierophant. This is also Taurus card. This also again about faith, you know, illuminating. It's also about yin and yang. I'm getting about the calmness, and there's all about the chakra. The moon is a lot of things going on here. The pentacle, the faith. A lot of signs about faith. So I'm getting also that these things are changing because you had the faith. Kind of you're working a lot on yourself, and faith is quite strong, and also following your intuition. So faith and intuition. In 2026, I mentioned before, is very important to follow our intuition. So the King of Swords, and this is just the energy, not the gender. This is a person that maybe have strong air signs in the chart, such as Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This is a person that is, it could be that the person that you are going to work with or have this contract in job, or maybe kind of a collaborator, a partner. It could be also some type of counselor, because we have the Hierophant back of the deck, kind of give you some advices and how to maybe to start this new job, or relocating about this job. But there's somebody that communicates. You know what, I heard about a job that is available. You can send an application. I can recommend you. There's something important about this person that is going to give you the offer, the job offer, or give you some advices, or tell you something about a job offer. Or if it's you're starting for yourself, maybe it's somebody that's going to help you with some technical things, because the King of Swords has also to do with communication, very intellectual, very good with tech things, IT, and so on. Also somebody that is honest. Maybe somebody that's going to give you advice. No, but if you do it that way, you may be going to attract more fans or followers. So this is an important person entering your life. Something about, money, work, career. When we go to the love section, and you already got the energy of the Empress, transformation, creativity. We have the Strength card, and the Strength card is a card about Leo, and it's also about, strength. It's also a card about with the sunflowers that has to do with a lot of energy, like the Year of the Horse, a lot of movement. And as we can see, the Empress is holding this, and she's holding kind of a crystal ball with the 8 longevity, but it's also the Strength, the card of Leo. But I'm getting that the person that you are attracting, or yourself, maybe there's something about the hair that you admire, or they admire, your hairstyle or something, because there's a lot here about hair. Maybe you or the other person has some light features as well. But I'm getting a lot of trust, I'm getting a lot of love, this person is quite strong, not only strong physical, but also mentally. And I'm also getting that you are quite a strong individual, but you're going to get stronger together. It could be some type of like power couple, that other people may see as an inspiration. But I'm getting that also together you have the possibility to kind of go to higher levels, because we can see there are higher levels here, and you're kind of at the top, you see all the view. There's also a lot of passion between both of you. There's also a lot about trust, calmness, and also caring. I'm getting that maybe, because I mentioned it could be your future spouse, I'm getting that for some of you, your life is going to be, maybe you slow down, and then you take action, and then you slow down, and then you take action. So it's going to be a lot of love, but in a balanced way. And this person, like I mentioned before, if you are also into design or style or something, fashion, this person is going to support you. It's going to be very protective, but in a good way, not in a manipulative way. And then you have the Two of Cups, so like a triple confirmation about you coming in together in love. And I haven't seen this before. This is some type of fairy, or reminds me a little bit about tingling, or some type of fairy. And as we can see that this person has a tattoo also, and there's also transformation. We have the firefly again, and I mentioned again, maybe you may be into fashion or design or something. And as we can see, there is a lot of admiration between you. I mentioned that with the strength, support, and the person you're meeting is quite caring. I'm getting you the viewer, and it doesn't matter, you know, the gender, it's just the energy. So the person's going to kind of take care of you in a good way, you know. It's something that you need to provide you, because we see the person is holding its hand, which is quite nice, cozy, and supportive, and giving water, you know, from the other bowl. Also very generous, very caring with the person. Kind of getting that this person will see you as their star in their life. And we have again the full moon, and I already mentioned that the 1st of February, or even though the year of the horse hasn't started yet, before the 17th or the 3rd of March is the next full moon that may be significant. So here's what's the other message, and it's kind of a double confirmation, so I'm not going to repeat the same again. But I'm getting again with the Ace of Wands, this is a new beginning. This is kind of the dragon blessing, that maybe you're a year of the dragon. Year of the dragon was 2 years ago, and it's happiness. Also that this person may give you a gemstone, because you know with the Empress we had the gemstone here, and there is a gemstone actually on the bowl. This is also inspired action, this is a new beginning, this is passion, this is fulfillment, this is happiness, this is celebration, again with the 4 of Wands. And Wands energy is, you know, is such as Leo, we had with the Strength, Aries and Sagittarius. And again, this could be also something to do about overseas, or you meet this person overseas, or there's something about you relocating overseas with work, or you are, because of the new endeavor, you are attracting a new community or people, you know, worldwide, internationally. So this was quite interesting. Part 2, a lot of love. And I'm going to shuffle 2 oracle cards to see what is the message for part 2 and the year of the horse. So we have the Wombat Spirit and number 68. So this is also about change again, and we see a gemstone. So maybe you're going to receive, you know, some gemstones from this person. It says be at home, and I'm getting a little bit of the opposite energy. I'm getting that you already, you know, were at home, or things were, you know, moving slowly. So I'm getting that also you will feel at home with this new person, love person, but I'm getting also that this job that you are changing will also feel like home. So there's something about maybe you're also going to take a leap of faith when these new opportunities start to, you know, pop up, because there is also about, you know, being home, maybe being, you know, in a comfort zone, don't taking a chance, you know. But this year is about taking inspired action. And it's also about being your authentic self, like I said. So taking inspired action, a leap of faith, but it's also about don't worry to show yourself to be your authentic self. That's where you're attracting these things, you know. You're a beautiful, loving person with a lot of qualities, and you deserve all this beautiful blessing that is coming in for the year of the horse. So one last oracle card for today, beautiful pile 2. And we have the Thuri South rune. Again, we have the full moon. As I mentioned, the full moon is very significant for you. There's some type of change, a new thing that is starting, something that is closing. Again, there's a lot of fire energy. We have also the roses. So there's a lot of passion and action coming in for you for this year, actually. And as we can see, this is a wolf, you know, and again, the wolf has to do with passion, but I'm getting also protection. I mentioned that you're going to feel very protected by your person, but it also could be that because you're changing something about your work, you're going to feel more protected now. Even though you're taking a leap of faith, you're taking inspired action. But this is also about, it's kind of the catalyst, you know, something is changing in your life. And it's also about, I'm getting there is some a new energy coming in. If you define yourself as feminine energy, there is masculine energy coming in, and if you define yourself as a masculine energy, there is feminine energy coming in. And I'm getting maybe something about some divine timing, especially about love, because we can see this fairy, and also we see that there is some type of protection, and maybe things were supposed to happen the way it happened in the past, and now things are happening, you know, both the place, date, etc. Kind of right place, right time. And it's also about protection, not only protection between you, but something guided, protected from the universe also. So I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments. Have a happy Year of the Horse. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. See you next time. Peace and love. Hello and welcome, beautiful pile 3. If you selected the Knight of Voices, the Knight of Swords, this is your reading. Oh, and this is a good sign, because we have the unicorn here, like the Year of the Horse, but the sun, one ray of the sun came just exactly when I was starting your reading and illuminating the horse. So there's something important, the Year of the Horse, and it's quite almost impossible, you know, because I don't have a window next to it. I have a window kind of behind, and the sun doesn't come in this way. So this is something magical that's happening. And this is also reminds me about Pegasus, because we can see this horse is flying. So there's something magical happening. There's something about, could be flying, you know, or some type of movement. And as we can see also, the horse, this Pegasus, is flying above the clouds and above kind of the cliffs, the mountains. So this is better times ahead for you, totally. And we see also this is the sun, so the sun is shining, you know, with the Pegasus. And the Knight of Voices, same as the Knight of Swords, that has to do with Libra, Gemini or Aquarius energy. So something in the air. This could be everything from clarity, communication. Your life is elevating to better times ahead, also because of the sun also that we see here. So let's see, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to do first finance, career, studies, job, etc. Number 2, love. Number 3, extra messages. So thank you for being here today. Pile number 3. Hope you're doing great, and also the people that you care about. Let's see. What more can we know? Oops, that came fast. Nice, we have the star. And the colors are similar because, again, I mentioned this is air signs such as Aquarius, Libra or Gemini, and the star is actually Aquarius. Let's see, we are approaching Aquarius season. So the next one for love. 7 of Inspiration, the 7 of Wands, and the extra message for pile number 3. The Fool. Wow, 2 major arcana, so there are some big changes in some areas of your life. So first of all, you had the star, like I mentioned, major arcana, Aquarius card. Maybe something is starting Aquarius season, the end of January to February. And it's the same color. So I'm getting, again, the sun is shining, the sun is coming. You have, of course, the star. I'm getting kind of different messages because this is particularly, you know, for career, love, career, work, studies, job, finances. There is some wish coming, some wish that you have manifested that is coming true for you. As we can see, this person has its eyes open and is kind of not only kind of facing the truth, but kind of being in the present moment and kind of seeing what is happening. Kind of not having a mask, not having its eyes closed. And I'm getting also some type of praying or ritual or affirmation. And it's also quite vulnerable is what I'm getting. Strong but vulnerable. And this could be for some of you that you are kind of elevating in your job right now, kind of having a higher position. You could be a leader. Maybe you are being a spokesperson for a company also, because the star, you know, it's out and about. But also again, like I often get the energy of the star is something that you are out in the spotlight being seen. Maybe for some of you, you are starting to become a singer. It could be also another type of artist, but I'm getting singer. But kind of getting, this is your reward. Or like I mentioned, you're in the current company, you're getting a leader position, or you're being a spokesperson for another company, like you're communicating, you know, written or verbally, oral. Or it could also be that you're being true to yourself, kind of with your artistical abilities. Maybe, as I mentioned, you're becoming a singer in public. Or there's something that you are showing the world, something that you want, that you're going to succeed a lot. Something about using your thoughts, your meanings, your voice. Very nice. So about love, we have the 7 of inspiration. This is the same of the 7 of wands. So I'm getting that things have been difficult when it comes to love. As we can see, this person is kind of looking down a little bit. It could be defeated, it could be heartbreak, it could be some type of betrayal, and it's kind of fed up, you know, doesn't want to hear about love anymore. But there's 2 things here. One of the things is that hope is coming. Because I'm seeing that not only when this person pushes kind of the walls or some type of tent aside that has been black, then the beautiful red, yellow, orange is coming. There's something about 7. Maybe 7 is a significant number for you. But again, I'm getting something. You're getting ready for something. Because I can see this person has, you know, nail polish on the toes and the nails. So it's kind of, you're starting to get hope. Because to attract some type of love again in your life. We have the next card. There was the extra card. So this is the Fool. A Major Arcana. So this is a big change coming in. There's again about rays. You can see we have the sun with the rays here. We have the sun with the rays here. Here's also some type of rays. And we have the rays of the sun. And I mentioned that when your reading started, one ray of the sun was illuminating the unicorn, which is almost impossible because I don't have a window next to this area. It's kind of behind a table behind me. So something magical is happening. And I'm getting also that you're taking some type of leap of faith. And again, this is so magical because, you know, it's kind of you climbed all the steps of the ladder, and you are on top. And it's kind of you have climbed so much that it's almost impossible. You're in atmosphere, you know. Here you can see the sun, you're on top of it. You're also there's very, you know, purity, innocent energy, kind of the thing that is real, not fake. Like you're a really honest and pure person. Maybe you have Libra, you know, Gemini or Aquarius in your chart, so you used to use your voice a lot. But here is you're seeing the rays of the sun. You are so blessed. Again, with the Fool, you're taking a big leap of faith, even though you're not exactly knowing where you're going, but you know it's safe to take the leap of faith. You know it's time. This also reminds me again about the star, because you are becoming a star also of your life, but also it could be, like I mentioned, in job or artistical musician, another thing. And what is interesting is that normally The Fool is like 0, like a new start, taking a leap of faith. Also reminds me about Aries season, you know, from March to April. But it's the star here, so it could be different things happen in different timelines, like something happens in Aquarius season, like January to February. But here we have is like almost like an 8, like an infinity. So there's something that you will start, take a leap of faith, something solid that could last for the rest of your life or for many, many years. It could be related to the star card here, like this new thing regarding job, you know, money. I'm going to take 3 more cards to have a bit more of information. A beautiful pile 3. What more can we know? The 6 of emotions, the same as the 6 of cups. And then do we have some information about love? We already see that it's hope, there's something that is changing, but are we supposed to know it now, or it's going to be, let's see. Oh, 10 of materials, nice. And for the Fool, extra message. Page of materials, same as the Page of Pentacles. And the Queen of Materials, back of the deck. Wow. You are becoming the Queen of Pentacles. This has to do with the energy, it doesn't matter the gender. You're becoming a person, this together with the Star card, I mean, wow, impressive. As we can see, you have the possibility to attain a lot of money and wealth. I'm also said that you are using your creativity abilities more. It could be like a musician, being out there, putting your work out there. Maybe you are a painter also, and you're putting, maybe you are a gardener and you're starting a new floral company, or you're teaching people how to put flowers together or something. And I haven't noticed that before, and it's quite interesting because I had this deck for many years. But here, as we can see, here is kind of the person, like you, the viewer, and like I mentioned, this is not the just energy, kind of, you are there, you're putting yourself out and about, the eyes open again, like the star. So you are there. And getting recognition for it, because there's a big pentacle behind. And here, you're kind of, yes, I made it. This is a big accomplishment. And there's a lot of green again. So it's about opening your heart chakra. And opening heart chakra doesn't always have to do about love, but it's about being open to opportunities, new people, offers, etc. And it's also an earth card that has to do with Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Really nice. So, for the first card, that we have the 6 of Cups with the Star card, I'm getting that if this is kind of a higher position, like a leader position, this is something that you wanted to have this role or position since you were a kid. If this is something that you put in your work out there, kind of like a painter, mentioned gardener, florist, or musician, this is something that you wish since you were a kid. Because as we can see, this person is kind of having, not unsure what to do, but as we can see, the kid is already ready. You know, it's the planet is kind of balancing. So it's almost kind of this type of the Fool. It's on top of the world. You don't know where you're going, but you know it's right to take the next step, like to put yourself out there, because it's going to be safe, it's going to be good. And it's also about, you know, traveling, kind of a new cycle, a new life. And as we can see, here is also yourself, because there's different ages, kind of admiring your future self, kind of you made it again. And it's also about, you know, emotions, honoring your emotions. But I'm getting something about you put yourself out there and it was worth it, or you had this leader position that you wanted since you work it and you worth it. There's something that just give you a lot of happiness, the things you dreamed since you were a child, but also that's going to give you some type of dream, like this is my dream come true, this is something that I wanted all the time and now it's happening. Kind of you're ready to put yourself out there. we had also love and the 10 of materials, the 10 of pentacles. That's normally has to do with money and wealth. But what I'm getting, I told you something, that there's something happening, something that you are ready for, some type of love, or opening a little bit to love, or facing love. Because the 10 of materials is a card of pentacles that has to do a lot of legacy, money, generations, home. And I'm getting that maybe you have been cutting some type of cords. This could be past loving persons, friends, maybe also some family ties. And you're kind of attracting new people in your life. Here you can see there's a new community. They are around this big tree that has roses. I mean, roses on a tree. Look, this beautiful growth, expansion. And again, it's a lot of this earth energy, material wealth, such as the Queen of Pentacles, like we mentioned, you know, like Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But you're attracting a new community that is also going to give you more happiness, more abundance, more wealth. And this may be something that you are going to open up. We are not knowing exactly, maybe not, we're not supposed to know, but it's something that you're opening for that is going to end quite beautiful. For some of you, maybe we don't see it quite yet here if you're meeting kind of a new person, but it could be, it doesn't have to be that you're meeting kind of a new boyfriend, girlfriend, but it could be that you're meeting a new person that is going to open your heart for you. This could be a new friend. This could be a person that you maybe start talking here with the Knight of Swords, that is going to develop to another thing, like maybe you can work together, create something together. So there's something about opening up a little bit, and you're attracting this new community, people that are more aligned with you, that will also show you love in different matters. So that's nice. And again, we have with the Fool here, we have the Page of Materials is the same as the Page of Pentacles. I'm getting again that starting with this new leap of faith, this new thing is going to be very nice for you. Something maybe that you thought about a long time, working for a long time. Because this is a card also about patience. Is we can see, like I mentioned, florist or gardening will also be significant for you, some type of painting, design. Because we can see this person has watering the flower and is growing, 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 expansion again. And again, it's something that will give you a lot of money, wealth and happiness. So I'm going to take 2 oracle cards to end this reading for you. So what more can we know for pile 3, please? This is the next message. Oh, we have the dog spirit, 1 plus 19. That's 1. We're in global year 9. So again, another confirmation. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Yeah. You know, the dogs are very loyal. There is also, could be, you know, very humble. It could also be a companion. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting that you're getting a new pet that is going to open up your heart chakra and also kind of make you take this leap of faith to be out there. But it's also about getting that you're opening to attract more loyal people, more people in your that are aligned with you. And it's also about trusting, about a higher love, you know. The things are possible, things are transforming. And it's also, you know, about kind of expressing and manifesting. And it's also about having faith. But this is a card a little bit about love, and like I mentioned, love is general. Kind of, if you open yourself a little bit more and you trust people, of course you use your discernment and instinct, but you can also attract this type of energy. But we already know that you're attracting this type of energy. Beautiful. And the last oracle card for you, beautiful pile 3. Let's see what is the last message. Okay. One more card. Oops. Yeah, okay, you have 2 cards. I'm gonna take them both. So the first card is the Wunho. This is the hummingbird. The hummingbird is also about fast movement, is joy, is celebration. Also, with the Six of Cups I'm getting, and don't be afraid to be happy. Don't be afraid to use your child side. I don't mean like immature and being, ruthless, but kind of being happy. And remember the things that made you happy when you were a child. Maybe you want to buy an ice cream. You do that. Maybe you want to go, I don't know, walk barefoot in the sand, sing a child song, watching cartoons. That kind of thing is also important, to change the energy. But with this, the Wunho, the hummingbird rune, there's also about kind of belonging and prosperity. I mentioned there's a lot of prosperity and wealth that you are attracting, so it's another confirmation. And I mentioned also about joy and belonging. You're going to meet also kindred spirits, so there's also a confirmation. And another, we talked a lot about, the rays of the sun that is coming here. This rune has also to do about the rays after the sunset, because we can see this rays here kind of after a nice day. So there's a lot about the sun and the rays. And the last card that came in, and this is so nice, the Year of the Horse. Here you got the horse, another confirmation. So this is the Evas. This is the... So it's a confirmation about the Year of the Horse again. And this also about feeling more free. Can also be in contact with your higher self or your spirit. This is also about taking a leap of faith, but we already mentioned that. And it's also to do about trust. And interesting enough, it has to do with loyalty. And you had the dog with the loyalty. So there's loyalty coming in for you. And it's also about trusting. And it's a change of energy, like I mentioned. And the Year of the Horse starts on the 19th of February, but maybe you're also going to experience positive things during Aquarius season. That's January to February. This is also about attracting new friendships and invitations, like we mentioned. So this is very positive for you, part 3. Please let me know if you resonated in the comments. Thank you for liking, subscribing and watching, and see you next time. Have a happy Year of the Horse. Peace and love.